and we learned about creating a vision for the team. And so I want to share with you what my vision is for our team and just kind of some background before I actually reveal the vision board. You know, in America or in society, the American dream is to own your own home. Everybody wants to own their own home. And in Pampered Chef, when you build a team, you basically are creating a family. And so we are our own home, and this is the McGuire home. Anyone in this business can build their own home just by inviting 5 friends to join their family. In other words, recruiting. Each of you guys are in my house right now. You're in the McGuire house, but as you invite your friends to come play and have fun, you're going to see that, ooh, I want my own home. So once you get 5 friends, you then will end up moving on to First Street. I'm not a teacher. You will move on to First Street. So you and your friends are going to go play in your own home. Okay, well, when we go to try to buy a house, we all have to qualify for that house. And it's no different in this business. We have to qualify to move out of my house. You guys have to qualify for your own house. And there's a couple things that it requires. The first is you have to have at least a handful of friends that are going to move into your house with you. So you have to have 5 friends. Of course, you can have more than that, but a minimum of 5 friends to move into your house. Then the second thing is you guys have to pay the mortgage. And the mortgage for your house is $5,000 every month. And you guys can all pay that amount. You can add it all up together, or you as the homeowner can pay all of it, but you have to come up with $5,000 mortgage every month. Now, you as the mother of the house have to at least pay $750 of that house, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But in total, you have to have $5,000, and you as the mom have to at least contribute $750, and all your friends can make up the difference. Now, those 5 friends that are in your house, you can invite all of them, or you can invite part of them, and your friends can invite their friends. So it doesn't have to be just you inviting the friends. Everybody in the house can be inviting friends. And then, let's say that Jeanette, she has her own house, and some of her friends have decided they're going to invite a handful of people. So then, one of her friends is going to move out, and she's going to go down here to 2nd Street, because she now has 5 friends, and she moved out of Jeanette's house and went down here. They paid their mortgage, they got their house, they qualified. If, you know, just as a mortgage, you have to pay it every month, or the bank comes and gets your house. If you go 3 months and you don't pay your mortgage, you got to move back into my house with me. And nobody wants to move back into my house. My house is fun, but your house is going to be even more fun. So then it just keeps going, and we build more and more streets. So basically, we're building a whole neighborhood with all of our houses, all of our friends. We get to play together. We get to go on vacations together, just all kinds of fun stuff. But again, you have to qualify for that house. And initially, to qualify for your house, in 1 month's time, you have to at least have those 5 friends all turning in their activity for the month. And in total, everybody has to add up to the 5,000. Then you're going to get a call from Pampered Chef that says, hey, you've qualified for your own house. Congratulations. Your house is on First Street. You know, continue adding your friends, and you are now a director with the company. So it's actually very easy to get there if you kind of map out a plan. I do want to tell you, I'd already mentioned that our team is one of only 82 participating in an executive bound program. And this is where I have to read more of my notes so I don't mess up. But we are really, truly an amazing team. And I'm honored to be your director. I am just your cheerleader. I am the one that gets to lead everybody. But every single one of you brings something special to the team. I want to share with you a little bit about who we are in the Pampered Chef. First of all, Pampered Chef is a wonderful company. We are in the top 20 direct selling companies in the world. So we're up in the top 20. Hopefully soon we'll be in the top 10 because we're awesome like this. Our team can contribute to bringing Pampered Chef up even further. We've been around 35 years, and we have about 50,000 consultants worldwide right now. Of those 50,000 consultants, there are 2,000 of them that are directors right here in the United States. So if you're a director, then you should feel really, really special because you're only one of 2,000. Granted, there will always be more consultants in the business than there ever will be directors. because that's just how it works. There will always be more consultants than there will be directors. But if you think about it, directors are part of something very special. We're in the top 5% of the sales force. So being director is very elite. From director, you then move up into what's called upper level director. Upper level will either be an advanced director or a senior director. In the company, there are 750 upper level directors today. Of that, approximately 600 of them are advanced director, and 100 of them are senior director. Our team currently today is advanced director. We are very close to being senior director. We are only one director away from being senior director. So we are one of 600 in the entire company, and we are one director away from being 1 in 101 upper level senior directors. When you're upper level, you know, we get privileges to certain things that only upper level directors get. There are certain conference calls that we get. We get information, you know, ahead of time from some other things, so we can provide that information to you guys. Now I want to show you what our team currently looks like, keeping in mind I am not a teacher, and when I went in the parent-teacher store the other day, they thought I was crazy. But this is what our team currently looks like. We are going to be called the McGuire-Manor. That is our neighborhood.
There's glare on there.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
There.
Does that help? So our team currently is made up, I'm the advanced director. We have Paula Tyndall on First Street. She too is an advanced director. And we have Jennifer Carney, who is on First Street, and she is director. And then we have Emily Lawhorn that is on Second Street. She is up under Paula. So she moved out of Paula's house, is on her own, but then we have all these other houses for sale. So we need to fill our other houses. To be an executive team, you have got to have 6 first-generation directors and 2 Second Street directors. So we do have some work to do, but to be a senior director team, we just have to fill this house. Once we fill that house, we will then be a senior director team. Now, what does it mean to be an executive director team? Yes, I get the fancy schmancy title, but it means our team is an executive team, and it means that we get privileges like a concierge line for quick access to get answers for you guys. We have information ahead of time. I would get the incentives to have for you guys at the meetings to be able to show them, you know, a month before you can even earn them. We get reserved seating at the home office training events, so that there will be reserved seating for you guys to come sit at that. Then we're asked to, then I would represent our entire team at it's separate from our conference, but at a yearly meeting, again, getting information ahead of time to bring back to you guys. Currently in the company, there are 73 executive level teams in the U.S. We need to be number 74, and we can. We also need to be the next, and possibly only one, in the state of Alabama. And again, me carrying the fancy schmancy title doesn't mean anything to me. It means that our McGuire-Manor is an executive manor. We have a huge community of people working together. All of our hands on here represent people currently on the team that at least have 1 recruit or more. So when a hand is filled, they can become a director. Stacy's hand is full, and she had been a director. She chose that she's really not continuing to do much with her business. Her people are still in my house. She moved back into my house. So if she were to pick her business back up, she could then get her own house again by just adding 5 more friends. Each of you guys need to work to get your hand up here. 1 recruit, get your hand up here. We are doing a director-bound program, and I will repeat it 3 times a year, where it's a 90-day program working closely with you to step up to director. I know both Lori and Jana are already in that, so at the end of tonight I'm going to have you write your name on a star and put a star somewhere on the board, because that represents your commitment in our director-bound program. I know that we can fill all of these houses, and I'll need to get a new board and add even more houses to it, but we are a team that really is strong. We really can be going places, and it's all of us working together. Again, there's always going to be more consultants than directors. So you might be looking at this and think, I do not want my own house. I have no desire to have my own house. There's nothing about directorship that is appealing to me, and that's okay. because we need people on the team that can also cheer all of us along. And you still will matter. No matter whose house you fall into, you still will matter. I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard the story of the geese, but if you ever pay attention, and when I got back from Chicago for the next 3 mornings, every morning I heard the Canadian geese flying over. They always fly in a V formation. And the reason they do that, whoever is the lead geese, you know, taking them wherever they're going to go, the geese behind are kind of working off of, you know, the backdraft. There you go, the backdraft of the others. When the lead goose gets tired, it will fall back to the back and someone else takes the lead. If a goose falls to the ground, 2 geese will always go down and pick it back up and make sure it's okay. So that's why we need everybody in the team, because I can't always be the one leading. We need all of y'all. Everybody has stuff they can contribute. So we need to be, you know, going through helping one another. Unlike humans, geese will honk for one another to encourage them and get them going. We just honk when we're mad. So we, you know, those that don't want to be directors, we need you out there honking for those of us that are on the director path. And together we can all get there. If you're someone that you're sharing the opportunity, but yet you don't want your own house, you don't have to move out into your own house. Or even if you do get your own house because you meet the qualifications, the other directors are still here to help support you. So you're still never in it by yourself. So whether you want to live with me forever, or you want to live on 1st Street, and then you want to have friends that move out onto 2nd Street, whatever it is that you want, it all matters in the team. My vision for the team is that we do fill McGuire-Manor with at least these houses and then keep going. Will it happen overnight? No. Will there be tough times? Yes. But if we're in it together, we will get there, and we will be amazing. My word for the team is motivation. These are each of the houses' little doormats. In case that wasn't clear, they just look like stickers on there. Those are doormats, and I asked each of the directors to describe their team in 1 word. So mine is going to be motivated. Paula picked possibility. In other words, kind of anything is possible. She had a different word she wanted to put, but it was inappropriate. Then Jennifer is dedicated, and Emily Lawhorn is also dedicated. So, you know, that's what describes them with their team. As you get your own house, we'll take a for sale sign off because it'll become occupied, and you can put your picture on there, and then you can fill in your doormat. So, any questions on the vision of the team? Because you can stop it there.